Hello, welcome everyone. I hope you can hear me and I hope I'm loud and clear. I'll try to be slower because of last time some people were complaining with the video. My accent was quite quick, so today I'm going to try to be very slow but very organized and as usual, very organized and very brief. Okay, so today we're going to study about exterior angles, exterior angle theorem, and angles in a complete revolution or angle in a complete circle. Okay, so to start that with that, I want to emphasize the fact that this is what we call an exterior. Okay, because it is outside. But this theorem only holds when this is true. Okay, so this is an exterior angle. So the exterior angle theorem says that if you have a triangle like this, okay, if you have a triangle like this, if you have a triangle like this, okay, this is a triangle that you have. Then what does it state? It states that A plus B is equals to D, and I'm going to prove that, okay? And you should be very careful. It should be, actually it's supposed to be called exterior opposite angle, okay? So this exterior, which are its opposite angles? Its opposite angle is A and B. This theorem is supposed to be called exterior opposite angle. I just wanted to make it short so that it doesn't confuse a lot of people. So it is exterior opposite. Okay, this is the exterior, and which angles are opposite to it? A and B. Okay, so to go towards the proof, I'll just do something simple. I'll just start by knowing that I want to prove this. I want to prove that A plus B is equals to D. I'll start with what we know. What do we know first of all? As a mathematicians, we know that A plus B plus C equals to 180. Everybody knows that, okay? Everybody knows that. I'll drag this a little bit up because I need space. And then everybody knows that C plus D is 180 because these are linear pair, okay? The first one is because they are angles in a triangle. But C plus D is also 180, right? So I will write D plus C, which is for the same thing. D, then I'll come here and say plus C equals to 180. 180 is there. So everybody knows that this is true. Every one of you knows that this is true, right? And if I take a look very carefully, I can see that C is here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. C here and C here, and then 180 and 180. It must mean that D is equals to A plus B. Can you just see here? Because all this part, if I could also use what we call linear mathematics, if I add these two things, these two equations, if I subtract the two equations, I'll find that A minus D is equals to 0. But I don't want to look into much. I can do that, but for you, I want you to know up to there. You can actually see from here that this is C, and this is 180. It means that A plus D should be equal, okay? Right? Or another thing I can do, I can use substitution, okay? I can use substitution. I can say that D is equals to, I can say that D is equals to 180 minus C, okay? Then I can put the C that is up there, I can come and put it down here. Or I can say C is equals to 180 minus D. I can do either ways. Okay, if you can't buy it from here, I'm gonna write the proof the way it should be written. So I can do this. I can do another method. Let me do subtraction. If I subtract this minus this, and then this minus this, this minus this, okay? If I subtract A plus B minus D, and then I subtract C minus C, I'll get a 0. Then 180 minus 180, I'll get a 0. This is how things will go. This is how things will go. Let me type for you. It will be A plus D will be here. A plus D will be in a bracket, right? Minus, no, it's A plus B. The up one is B. Yes. Then you subtract. You remember if you subtract everything. Minus D. Plus, okay, it will be plus C, because we have C there, C up minus C will be equals to 180 minus 180. Okay, so this will lead us to, okay, which is just like this. This is 0, this is 0. So we'll remain with the A plus B, A plus B into bracket, don't forget the bracket, minus D plus 0 is equals to 0. Okay, with the bracket here. Okay, so what happens next? What happens next? This becomes that A plus, I'm forgetting the bracket, A plus B into bracket minus D is actually equals to 0. Okay, what does this tell you? This tells you that A plus B is equals to D. Why? I bring D on the other side because remember D is negative here. D is negative. The D that you have here is negative. If I bring it on this other side, it becomes positive. So this is why we have positive D. So A plus D. Or there are so many other ways I can prove this. There are so many other ways. I can just come here and say A plus B, okay, plus C is equals to 180. Then I also know that C is equals to 180 minus D. Oh, 180 here. 180 minus D. That's it. Then I just come and bring, see, there's C here. There is a C here. Actually, this is something that you should do in grade 10, what we call solving simultaneous equation. There's a C here, and this will be A plus B. Instead of writing this C here, I just write this. It's the same thing. I just bring this. Let me pick another color. This is what I bring, plus now 180 minus D is equals to, actually this is a very long way. I've just seen another way. This is a very long way. I've just seen another way, and I can wrap this. I've seen another way. This is a very long way, and it will confuse you, which I don't want it to. I have not have anything that is important. It's a very long way, and I've seen that. I have seen that I can make things very simple for you. I can just make this one to be 180. Here, 180 is equal to C plus D, right? Yeah, I think this is, it will be very easy for you. C plus D. So where we have 180 here, I put C plus D, so it will be A plus B. It's just a matter of substitution. Either way, it will have worked. C plus D. If I bring this C on this side, you can see now A plus B. If I bring this C on this other side, it will be plus C. Then let me take another color to show you minus C, because I bring this C on this other side. Okay, is equals to ID. So we can see that A, my handwriting today is bad because I didn't anticipate to use this. You can see that A plus B, okay, plus, now this is a 0, is equals to D. Then basically A plus B is equals to D, and that is the proof, It says that this A plus this B is equals to D. So what you really need to know is that A plus B is equals to D. Yeah, that's your main job here. Your job is to know that A plus D is equals to C. And I didn't write it, so we know our conclusion is that A plus D is equals to A plus B, where is A plus B is equals to D. And that is your focus. Your focus should be here. As students of this class, you should know that A plus B is equals to D. And this is what you're going to use all the time. And this is what we call the exterior or exterior angle theorem. Let's go to the next thing here and solve some exercise. We know that this is the A, this is the B, and this is the D. And they ask you to find D. We know that 30 now. Okay, instead of writing 30, I'll start step by step. From that, I'll start by saying that A plus B is equals to D. What is your D? This is your A. Your A is here. A, this is your B. This is your D. So you know that 30 plus 110 is equals to X. So this is X is equals to 140. And that is done. You're done. What about here? You know that 50 plus X. Remember, this is your A, this is your B, this is your D. 50 plus X is equals to 120. So what is X? It's simple. You just say X. Okay, I wanted to go very fast, but most of you still can't do algebra very well. So I'll start by simple terms, by collecting terms. I'll write it again. So instead of just going and writing back forth and back the answer, I want to pick another color here. So this is 50 plus X is equals to 120. So I'll pick this 50 and bring it this side. Okay, instead of me just writing. So it will be X is equals to 120 minus 50. So X is equals to 70. If I'm not wrong, I'm still good at calculations. Okay, so that is over. So let us just view one more example. This one. So you see that 180 is here. The opposite angles to 180 are this. These are the opposite angles. Okay. No, this time now it's not here and here. It is this and this because the number now is here. So to get X, we know also that X plus 45 here is 100. So actually X is equals to 100 minus 45. I don't think anyone should be struggling with that now, which is 55 degrees. Nothing more. Okay, the last thing for today. Okay, the last thing for today. So somebody can give you a lot more question. I can maybe show you. Somebody can even draw something like this. Okay, something like this, and he gives you an angle here. Okay, if he give you here and here, then this is the exterior. Okay, are you seeing what I'm talking about? Then this is the exterior. Okay, if somebody gives you another thing, I can give you any other thing. So if this guy comes and gives you this and this, the exterior is here. Okay, are you seeing? This and this, the exterior is here. Somebody can draw anything, you know, anything. You can apply this theorem anywhere. If I give you here or here, if I give you here, the interior opposite are this. Okay, or if I draw anything else again, yeah, and give you from anywhere, I can give you here. Then the interior opposite are here. The interior opposites are this and this. You just need to know that the one that is next to the exterior, you don't count it. You remove this completely. The remaining ones are what you count. Like here, you can see this was here. So here we did not touch this. We removed this one completely. So we talked about, and we removed completely. So we talk about this and this. Are you seeing? The same way to what we just said here. If we have here, you remove this one completely. So the remaining opposite are this and this. Here again, you can see we remove this one completely. So the remaining opposite are this and this. So your A can be here, your A is here, your B is here, your D is here. Okay, A, B, D, which is a normal thing. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, now we have another thing that we want to look at. Angles around. So what this theorem says is very simple, is that if you start from here and go around and come back, will add up to 360. So, but I've gone the opposite way. I'm gonna go in the other direction, the way I've gone in the calculation. He starts from here, from A. Oh, A is here, okay? And he goes round. Okay, that is 360. So let's see. A plus B plus M plus N plus R. A plus B plus M plus N plus R is 360. An example of this in a class is this. Find Y. Simple. You can start from here. You know that you can say that Y plus 65 plus 65 plus 100 plus 85 is equals to 180. So what is the answer? I know here that Y, this will be Y plus this 65 plus 85, that is 150, plus 100, that is 250. So this will be 250 is equals to 360. Then the next thing you know that I should take 360 on the other side. So this will be Y is equals to 360 minus 250. Okay. So once we have that, so even a toddler can tell you that Y is equals to, it will be 1 there and then 1, okay, 110. Okay, if I'm not wrong, it should be 110 because 110 plus 250 should be 360. And that is it. That is it. Thank you very much for our class today. Oh, I've not finished. I'll show you some few examples. I wanted to say thank you very much, but I've not finished. So this is another, I can solve this x plus x is equals to 360. Okay, x plus x plus x. So we have that 3x is equals to 360. It is so hard here. In this one, okay, you start from here, you start from any x, any of the x's here, and you go around. Okay, so this will be, you divide by 3, you divide by 3. Okay, I'll do that. My handwriting is very bad. I divide by 3 and I divide by 3. This one cancels to this one. So we get that x is equals to 120. The same way here, you start from any, I can start from here for me. Then I come back. Y is equals to y plus 170 plus 150. 150 is equals to 360. What do you get from there? 170 plus 150, that should give you 220 or 320. Oh, I'm sorry about here. I'll wrap this again. That is the problem now. Y plus 150 plus 170 equals to 360. Then I know that y should be equals to, now we know that y plus 170 plus 150, that should be 320. 320, I'm not wrong, is equals to 360. Then now if I take 320 on the other side, we'll have that y is equals to 360 minus, I don't know where my minus is. My minus should be somewhere here. Minus here, 220. So this one gives you y is equals to 40. Y is equals to 40. As simple as that. As simple as that. Okay, from there I'll tell you thank you until we meet again. The other class, the other part is for the other class. Thank you very much until we meet again. Thank you very much. I'll send you exercise for you to do and see how you're getting along. Thank you.